Welcome to the annual general meeting of the Neepawa District Chamber of Commerce, hosted by MC Amanda Nottingale. The AGM for the Neepawa District Chamber of Commerce not only conducts the annual business of the Chamber and of its sister organization, Neepawa Tourism, but invites guest speakers and presents community awards, turning it into a celebration of community. This year, the Chamber invited Bill Hogan, Executive Director of Community Futures Westman, to present on job creation and economic development in the Westman area and the programs they run that local, new, and existing businesses can tap into. As well, the event recognizes the ways in which the business community gives back to the greater community of Neepawa, including the Business of the Year Award, and grants at the What's the Big Idea entrepreneurial event, the winner of which, Gentle Bucket Cleaning Service, also speaks at this event. Both the Neepawa District Chamber of Commerce and Neepawa Tourism present their annual reports, recognizing the ups and downs of 2024, and swear in their new boards of directors. As MC Amanda says, the work of these organizations benefits both individual businesses as well as the entire community, and it can't just be on the backs of the same few people year after year. So new volunteers are encouraged to step up each year.
My normal everyday job is the Community Ministries Director at the Salvation Army, Neepawa Community Services here in Neepawa. We operate a thrift store and we do family services. This year was one of our craziest, most used year, I would say, or accessed year. For our facility ever since, and I've been in the position for about 13 years. So we would like to extend our thanks to the business community in supporting us, in supporting other people in our community. We did 187 Christmas hampers this year. An all-time high. Just in comparison, last year we did 140. So yeah, a lot more need. We have fed 1,850 people in our community over last year. And 40% of those are children. So just as we're looking at the things as we're growing as a community, as we're prospering as a community, there are other people that are still struggling within our community as well. At the Salvation Army, we are looking ahead and looking at how we can better serve our clients that come looking for aid. We currently put, everything is in our thrift store. So if you walked in, you would never think that we have a food bank there. And it is very much tucked away. And we do try to provide services with a lot of dignity to our clients. Part of that, in that dignified type of service, we're finding that we need more space to do that. And being shuffled into the back and kind of scooched around our tiny little food bank, we are looking at more space. So we have leased the space in behind us, which is where the Rock and Animal House used to be, in the old co-op building. You can tell you're in a small town when you talk that way, right? It's like 342 Mountain Avenue. No, we don't talk streets. We talk about the old building. And so we are right now in the process of just getting all of our building drawings and hiring our contractors and things like that. We will be moving all of our community services into that spot with the addition of a small community kitchen as well, which will really open up opportunity for us to provide a lot of workshop and capacity building and those sorts of things where we can help, help give people the skill that they may need and the support that they may need, instead of just a transaction of food, that we were maybe giving more of a transformation of their lives. So that is our plans for 2025. When we do get to that point where we are open, we would love to have our business community come and see what we do. We are a small but mighty little organization. All of our donations that we raise in this community stay in this community. So when you donate to our thrift store, when you shop in our thrift store, that goes right back into our community. And our community is a big community. So we do serve the town of Neepawa, but we also serve all of the surrounding RMs, including the RM of McCurry as well. And we are looking at actually expanding and putting in a satellite food bank in the next couple of months up in McCurry, because there is quite a need in that community and very little resources. And so if you are struggling with money and don't have access to a vehicle, it's really hard to get food. And so we're hoping to now just provide food to that community instead of folks trying to find a ride and pay their neighbor for gas, those sorts of things, so that, again, a more dignified way of serving those who are in need. So thank you to our business community who support us like no other. The toy drive that was led by McLaughlin's Stride Credit Union. There's a list. Honestly, like everybody out here, I know that you guys have helped us in one way or another, and the co-op has been such a great partner. Our local shop, a Safeway, really honestly, our entire business community is second to none in supporting those in need in our community. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of all of our clients as well. As we are gathered here today, and I should have done this first, I would like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 2 territory, and that is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Ojibwe, Assiniboine, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and is the homeland of the Métis Nation. We definitely want to recognize that as we're walking and in around these communities, that we are here as visitors and as settlers, and that we acknowledge definitely that there have been harms and mistakes that have been made in the past, but dedicating ourselves to more looking forward as partnership with Indigenous communities in reconciliation. Today we are, clicker. We could not be providing or gathering without the thanks of our sponsors. And again, our local community, business community is so great. Let's hope this is the right way. Woo-hoo. All right, I'd like to thank our gold sponsors. And of course, that is the Neepawa Gladstone Co-op and High Life Foods. Our silver sponsors are Stride Credit Union, Taylor Law, Patterson LLP, Neepawa Banner and Press. Thank you so much. To our other silver sponsors, Myers Morris Penny, the RM of Rosedale, Beautiful Plains Community Foundation, and of course the Legion. Thank you. Our bronze sponsors, Christensen TDS Law LLP, New Hope Health Center, and Neepawa Vet Clinic. You'll find our agenda is actually on the table inside the little sandwich board. If you'd like to see that, that's great. And we'll have our guest speaker in a moment, and then we'll also be honoring our Business of the Year, and then moving into, of course, the AGM for both the Chamber of Commerce and Neepawa Tourism. All right, so our guest speaker here tonight. Sorry about that. I'd like to welcome Bill Hogan, who is the Executive Director at Community Futures Westman. Bill, who is originally from the East Coast, came to Community Futures from L'Orange, where he was the General Manager of Vision's North Community Futures Development Corporation. With 20 years in economic development, Bill is excited to help facilitate entrepreneurship in Westman. We're definitely looking forward tonight to being a part of a meaningful conversation about funding the future. Please, welcome Bill.
Thank you, Amanda. Couldn't start my first slide.
Sorry.
And hello, everyone. As I said, my name is Bill Hogan. I'm originally from Westman, where I did open a couple of businesses, including a restaurant, which anyone's ever had a restaurant know the ups and downs. Before joining CF Westman 3 years ago, I was the general manager for Community Futures in La Ronge, Divisions North. About the Community Futures program, there are 267 offices across Canada. They are all in the rural part of Canada. There's 16 offices alone in Manitoba that service the whole province. In 2023, we did $74 million in loans, and we assisted over 55,000 clients with advisory services. Our mandate is to promote and develop southwestern area of Manitoba. We are federally funded by Hurricane, which used to be known as Western Economic Association. The important part that we always try to stress is we're controlled by a local board of directors. They come from the different communities. We are going to make a drive for some new board members. We're losing a couple, so we'll be sending out letters to the communities looking for this. And we are a non-profit organization. So what that means is everything that comes in goes back into the organization. Our region covers 12,000 square miles with a population of approximately 120,000. Our area covers from St. Lazare East to Neepawa, south to the American border and west to the Saskatchewan border. We include 29 municipalities and 55 towns and villages, along with the city of Brandon. This is a map of all the community futures here in Manitoba. Like I said, there's 16, and you can see our region down below there. If you go on our website, you're not quite sure if you're in a region, all you have to do is type in your town and it'll just come up what region is represented. So as I said already, the goals and objectives: identify, develop, and support long-term job creation and economic development within our region. Our programs and services include a business resource library, loans, of course, the self-employment program, and community development. Business development includes business startup counseling, business planning assistance. We analyze financial statements and projections, direct clients to other supports as needed, and assistance with community workshops. The business startup counseling is usually the same. People don't know what they don't know. They want to start a business, they don't know, where do I start, what permits do I need, do I have to file GST, that kind of thing. So outside the loans, that's kind of the things we try to lead them through. This is what you need to do, this is what you should be looking out for. And we don't do it on our own. If we can't help you, we try to direct you to someone who can help you, whether that's CRA, the province, anyone like that. For permits locally, we would tell you to talk to someone within your own community. The business plan assistance is where my colleague Kola Aloka comes in. He will help people develop their business plan. He won't write it for them. You have to know what's in your business plan. The new challenge that we're finding, and I don't know if it's a challenge, is AI. People will literally go in and say, write me a business plan. In a restaurant in Neepawa. So what it comes down to now is we have to say to clients, you have to defend your business plan. You have to know what's in that business plan. You have to tell us. The biggest part they all struggle with is the financial statements, especially if it's new. Coming up with projections and that kind of thing is kind of where COLA has to help them a lot of times. And to be honest, we tend to lose a lot of loan clients at the business plan stage because they get a little frustrated. Now we try to tell them to stick with it. The community workshops, we held some this year. We brought CRA out. We brought Community Economic Development Officer from Australia, Peter Kenyon, to come out and talk to people as well. This is our mighty business resource library. Bunch of books, quite honestly, very outdated. We talk about something called the internet. So we're looking to update, but what's happening now is a lot of people can just go online. We used to be able to lend out a lot of our books, but nowadays no one is coming to us for books. But in the background there, you see a lot of the brochures and stuff from different organizations like CRA and others. We like to think of ourselves as pathfinders. If we don't have all the answers for you, we try to find the ones who will have the answers. The biggest thing people know us for is our loan programs. The development fund assists entrepreneurs with the establishment of a new business or expansion of existing businesses. The maximum loan amount we can do is $150,000. We tell people that shouldn't discourage you from coming to see us because we partner with a lot of banks, credit unions, other CFs. We just did a loan recently with another CF that was over $300,000. So even though we can only go up to 150, we can find money in other sources as well. Or vice versa, you guys or who start a business might have found some money, but you still need that little extra money to start the business. Entrepreneurs with the Disability Program targets individuals who have a disability that appears at least one of the basic activities of self-employment. Same parameters, you just lend up to $150,000. This does not require a doctor's note. This is self-declared. You come in and say, I have a disability. We don't call it a health condition, acute health condition. You just self-declare on your application. We take you at your word. The important thing about the loan programs that a lot of people don't realize, and they say, why don't you just lend to everyone? Because if you lose that money, we lose it. The government isn't coming back and replacing that. We got 2 injections of cash back in 1987 and 91, totaling $2.7 million. And we've been running the program on that $2.7 million ever since. So it's important. People think, well, you treat us like a bank. Well, yeah, we have a fiscal responsibility. So we always try to tell people, if you lose money on the loan, we can't lend to someone else. That's not a guilt thing, that's just the reality of who we are. A lot of people thought we get the money replenished all the time, but we do not get our money replenished. That's an important thing to consider what we are doing. We do our due diligence. I keep saying we. Cola keeps doing due diligence on everything. And to make sure. Recently we had someone, it was fully secured loan, but we didn't think it was a good business for that small community. And our board shares the same thing we do. Even though we didn't collected our money at the end of the loan, were we doing the client a favor if we knew they were going to fail? And no, we wouldn't. But it's a tough conversation to have with a client at the time. And we also try to tell them, this is your first try. You might come back to us with another business, another idea that may fit your community and your talents as well. The microloan program is something we have launched this summer. It's called Biz Start and Biz Boost. These loans are up to $25,000, and there's an online application at our website. The difference from this, we don't require a full business plan. These 2 loan programs, go in, fill out the application form, and you basically done your business plan because we're going to ask you for financial information, how are you going to market, all that. It doesn't seem like you're doing a business plan, but you have. And COLA will call you back and say, fill in some of the blanks. It's been 16 applications so far in just 2 or 3 months, which is pretty good. Like I said, we do loan partnerships with other community futures regions, other financial institutions, including banks and credit unions. We also work closely with futurepreneurs. That is loans for people who are under 39. They consider that youth. Paul and I just missed the cut. The good thing about futurepreneurs, they don't pay flat. we pass it along to futurepreneurs who don't have collateral. As long as you have a good business idea and you have some money to put into the business, futurepreneurs will work with you as well. I keep referring people to their business plan writer, which is really good. It's an online system. You go in, you open an account. You don't have to be youth. Fill it out. It asks you a series of questions. Are you sole proprietor? Are you partner? And you answer all those questions, and it's done your business plan for you. Again, the place where people call cola about is the financials. They still have some problems with that. When we work at the banks and credit unions, we have to have some security. A pari passu agreement. What that basically is we share collateral. Sometimes we take a second position on security. A lot of times that's a mortgage for a building. And long-term client renewals are encouraged to go to other financial institutions. You could be with us for 5 to 10 years, and then we tell you, you're bankable. Go talk to your bank. A lot of times the client will say, no thanks. They didn't want me when we first started. We'll stay with you guys. But it is in your best interest to go through, because we have to charge a higher interest rate. We're not allowed to compete with the banks or credit unions. So ours is prime plus 2%. You can get a better deal out there a lot of times with the bank or credit. Our community economic development, Wendy Peterson, we look towards building stronger communities through development of community incentives that foster capacity building and innovative approaches to economic prosperity. She assists with exploring incentives that build communities, investment into themselves, strategic community planning and support, help explore social enterprises and cooperatives. That is Wendy's specialty, is setting up cooperatives. Facilitating these partnerships, again, if we are not the answer for you, we'll find someone who is. Integrating your resources and special initiatives. Listening to your conversation about space that you needed. Wendy, last 2 years now, has been working with Yoda on the seniors, for seniors, where they open their own refit shop. And she set it up as a cooperative. She also asked us to pass on, there's tax credits out there for cooperatives with the province. So if you need more information, give her a call and she can talk you through it. Self-employment program is through the province. It's designed to assist unemployment Manitobans create jobs for themselves by starting a business. The program allows employment insurance recipients to continue getting their benefits no matter how much money they make in the business. Any unemployed entrepreneurs can contact contact Olet, and he will give you more information about the program. So, one of the reasons we're here tonight is talk about a new program that we started, and that's the Lending Circle. And what is a lending circle? Basically, it's a group of people that get together, it's usually 5 to 10 people, and they pool their money, and then they lend it to each other for business purposes. It's not a new concept. It's been around a couple hundred years. I stumbled upon it when I was in San Francisco. The Latino communities down there use it a lot. What I didn't realize, it's for people who don't need a lot of money, but they need like inventory, small equipment, that kind of thing. They pool their money and you pay it back like you would any loan. The type of people who use lending circles are people that have had a tougher time getting a bank loan because of the size of the loan or hasn't been in business long enough. Another reason people form or join lending circles is because of poor credit or non-existent credit, what makes getting any kind of credit harder, even credit card. Every time someone borrows money from the lending circle and pays on time, they are reported to a credit bureau and improve their credit score all the time. What I didn't realize, born and raised in Canada, was if you came from another country, you don't bring your credit score with you. You're starting all over. And you have to build credit from the ground up. I learned that from home. And we have a new person who's doing the lending circle. She worked for Westman Immigration. And she said what people didn't realize as part of going out and finding loans, say, for a new vehicle, once you shop around and they keep digging your credit to see what credit you got, your credit score goes down. So it's a catch-22 situation for sure. Kola in Nigeria, they had lending circles there. Kola and his friends have kind of pooled their money for different things. The one I talked about in San Francisco wasn't just about business. It was about day-to-day paying the bills. If you're on a pay cycle, every 2 weeks you get paid, you can't make it 1 week, you do it the next week. So we just came through it because we wanted to formalize it with some paperwork. Loan applications, training people how to run a business, other things like that. We're going to train them on how to hold meetings, assess loan applications. We'll do additional training on things such as marketing and bookkeeping. The lending circles, when we were here at the Big Idea, the Gentle Buddies talked about getting together as lunch buddies at one of your workspaces, coming together, thinking about ideas, you might want to start a business, that kind of thing. This is sort of the same thing, where you're combining your money. Well, what you're going to do is lend it on a monthly basis. You collect, say, each person puts in $100 each, you got 10 people, that's $1,000. You lend it to the first person. Next month, you do it all over again. People have said, well, what's $1,000? And you'd be surprised. When you're a small business, home-based, or smaller, $1,000 makes a lot of difference. And the good thing about it, again, is it's increasing your credit score. So, for more information on the lending circles, contact our lending circles coordinator, Ruth Lowen, at this email, or give us a call at 204-726-1513. That's all I got. And this is all our contact information. You can go on our website. There is a website for the lending circles as well. If you go on any of our social media feeds, you'll see the links to the website and to the application process. And if you guys think of anyone who can form a lending circle, just reach out to Ruth and she'll work with them. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Bill. Just before you go there, we have a small token of appreciation for your time. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Strangely enough, one of my first jobs was at Community Futures. It was called Neepawa Development at the time, but it is now Western Lake. So way back in the day. That's way back in the day now. But thank you so much. Great information on really innovative ways of funding businesses, and Community Futures is a great resource for sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I will now ask Jennifer to come on up to present the Business of the Year Award.
Thank you so much. I'd just like to also thank the Legion ladies and all our sponsors. That enables us to get all those little goodies, those mints and pens and all the wonderful things. The flowers tonight are brought to you by Flowers on 16, who is our newest Chamber of Commerce member. And I would also like to take the moment while I'm up here to invite you all to the first coffee morning mixer of the year. It's on February 5th at 8 a.m. There's a reservation QR code on your way out tonight on the table. And we gather with other chamber members, have coffee, make connections, do some networking, and this first one is going to have the fire chief of Neepawa there to answer your questions and give advice and talk about your fire plans and the fire needs that you need for your businesses. And yeah, so make sure that you register for the coffee morning. We're proud to award one business in our community, Business of the Year Award for 2024. The nominee must be a Neepawa District Chamber of Commerce member in good standing, have involvement in the community. The nominee must have demonstrated one or more of the following characteristics: innovative products or services, provided exemplary customer service, encourage their staff, and provide them with professional development services. This year's winner is Kinley Thompson, CPA Inc., and I will read the nomination letter and present them with the award. Strand Credit Union would like to nominate Kinley Thompson, Chartered Professional Accountants Inc., as the Business of the Year. Ian Thompson, David Ferguson, Chase Critchlow, and the staff of Kinley Thompson have been valued members of Neepawa and Gladstone and surrounding area for a number of years, providing accounting services and overall financial advice to individuals and businesses, helping foster economic growth in our community. Kinley Thompson is a proud sponsor of local initiatives and of groups including the Neepawa Titans, the Touchwood Community Golf Tournament, as well as the annual movie night at the Roxy Theatre. And every Christmas they do an amazing job helping the Chamber of Commerce with our children's goodie bag giveaway, and they're an amazing team to work with. Along with their community sponsorship, Ian, David, and Chase donate their time and expertise to over 30 local not-for-profits and charities, completing annual tax returns, while also attending year-end meetings to provide annual reports. Their commitment to our community's well-being is a defining characteristic of Kinley Thompson. Kinley Thompson employs up to 13 people throughout the year, with 3 managing partners in the Neepawa and Gladstone offices. Kinley Thompson takes pride in having long-tenured staff whose dedication and loyalty reflect the firm's commitment to their customers and our communities, offering flexible work arrangements. Valuing the work-life balance is key to them attracting and retaining a strong, cohesive team. We are fortunate to have access to professionals like the folks at Kinley Thompson and Neepawa and Gladstone, and we are proud to nominate them as the Business of the Year. And it is my pleasure and honor to invite Kinley Thompson up to receive their award. Got pictures going here. Here, put that there.
A few words. Chase is up here to be photoed. For that purpose, it's exactly what it makes. Thank you all very much for this humbling recognition. I don't think any of us here this evening really consider ourselves candidates for Business of the Year. We all should, we don't. But we definitely didn't. Jennifer indicated that we had a couple of minutes to say a few words, so I thought I would do a little fun at myself and share a little my initial thoughts on learning to do this year's recipients. For the past winners of this award or any similar recognition, I think that you'll probably agree with my analysis. I'll have a little bit of fun with this, but I would equate it to the 5 stages of grief. Stage number 1, denial. If you're like me, when you first open up your email and see one from the chamber, first reaction is, must be renewal time. Glad I didn't delete that one. So as I first glanced through it, noticed Business of the Year. So I thought, what a piece of interest. We'll see who this year's deserving winner was. And as I'm reading, you've been nominated for Business of the Year, and then one, and what? There must be some mistake. It was full out denial. So denial quickly gives way to stage number 2. Anger. Not an angry person. So this is when you get up and you start marching around the office, demanding to know who's behind this nomination. And Cindy, the receptionist. Cindy, what do you know about this? Nothing. Don't know nothing. Myrna? Where's Myrna? Myrna, what do you know? And Myrna scurries away to her office, and she's very tight-lipped, and nothing comes out of her. So, not getting anywhere with this one. Stage 2 gives way to stage 3, bargaining. So at this point, you decide, well, maybe I should call Jen quick, because they've made a mistake, you must be able to give this word to somebody else. So you're coming up with some excuses for how to get out of this. Chase us cat baths on Monday nights. Somebody's got to hold the cat down. It's not going to hurt. I got nothing. I guess we're going forward with this. Stage number 4 becomes depression. So it's at this point you realize you're going to have to get up in front of a room of your peers and give a few words of acceptance. I can't do this. I don't want to do it. Chase, you're going to have to give a speech. Chase, I'm not doing it. You're on your own. And that's when the dread sets in. You realize the situation is moving. Well, it takes about 5 minutes to get through all those first stages. And that's when the final stage finally steps in. That's one of acceptance. And that's when you sit back and reflect a little bit on what this board brings to you. I've been in practice for about 25 years now. You get to a point in your career where you start to look back and hope you've made a difference. To your staff, your clients, your customers, your community. For someone to take the time out of their busy day and nominate Amy Thompson, and for the committee to approve the nomination for us to be Business of the Year, it's some validation that we're making a difference. So thank you very much. I'd like to thank all our staff. This is a Business of the Year award, and as you know, it truly means nothing without them. They make it fun to go to work every day, and I know they take care about the name on the front of the building just as much as we do. Lastly, we need to thank the families. We can't thank them enough. They truly do share us with this part of our lives that we call business. Forever standing beside us, never, rarely complaining about the late hours. They're always there for support. Can't do anything without them. In conclusion, as I look around the room here this evening, I would encourage all the business owners to keep up the good work, because you are making a difference in your own way. You may not hear it every day, but you are. The support tonight is definitely that back. So again, thank you all for this amazing recognition.
Congratulations. The Chamber really appreciates Ian and all the census helpers that come out. I now do need, what's the big idea? So I had the privilege of going to What's the Big Idea this year. It was my first time attending. And the Chamber of Commerce gives an annual award, an annual prize, and a free membership. And we have this year's winners with us tonight, and I'd like to invite Davelyn to come up and share a little bit about Gentle Bucket, and so she can meet all her fellow chamber members, and so you can see where your dollars are going when you are a sponsor for the chamber. What's the big idea is like a pitch meeting like Dragon's Den, and I would encourage any chamber member to come out to that event. It is an eye-opening and exciting experience in our community, and it is bringing life and people and businesses to our town, and it's part of what is making Neepawa grow in the future. And I welcome Davelyn to tell us a little bit about Gentle Bucket.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Davelyn, and I'm one of the owners of Gentle Bucket Cleaning Services. So I kind of prepared a script just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so first let me express my heartfelt gratitude to the town of Neepawa, the Neepawa Chamber of Commerce, and all the sponsors and organizers of What's the Big Idea program. This initiative has been an incredible opportunity, and we at Gentle Bucket are deeply honored to have been a part of it. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank the sponsors behind the awards we received during the program. The Neepawa Lionels awarded us $300. Thank you for believing in our vision. And the Community Futures Westman, for recognizing our pitch as the best pitch of the day. Your support inspires us to think bigger and aim higher. And also the town of Neepawa for awarding us $1,000. This contribution has given us the momentum to grow and innovate. And the Neepawa Chamber of Commerce for awarding us $500 and a one-year membership. Your belief in small businesses like ours is truly empowering. So these awards have had a profound impact on our business. With the funds, we were able to purchase a new floor scrubber machine for our commercial clients, ensuring we deliver top-notch service. We also stocked up on essential cleaning supplies, which allows us to be well-prepared and consistent in meeting our clients' needs. And participating in the What's the Big Idea has also brought us invaluable exposure. Since joining the program, we've received a significant increase in inquiries about our services. How cool is that? So this exposure has not only helped us reach more clients, but has also allowed us to connect with other businesses and community members who support our mission. The journey of Gentle Bucket started, like what Bill mentioned earlier, it just started with the lunch parties, with a simple yet powerful idea to solve problems for others. It's really problem solving, and I believe that's what business are for, is to solve problems. As working mom ourselves, we understand the challenges of balancing careers, raising children, and managing a home. That's why we focus on residential cleaning, because somebody's already doing commercial cleaning. Not just to offer a service, but to genuinely help other working moms reclaim their time and reduce their stress. To grow from an idea to a thriving business, we focus on understanding our clients' needs and tailoring our services accordingly. We utilize social media to connect with our target audience, share testimonials to build trust, and made it easy for clients to reach with an intake form on our website and Facebook group and Facebook page. Finding the right team was also critical. We sought out individuals who shared our dedication to quality and professionalism and trained them to deliver the high standard of service our clients deserve. Building a team aligned with our values was a key to ensuring both client satisfaction and the sustainable growth of our business. The support from the What's the Big Idea gave us the resources and confidence to take bold steps forward. Today, Gentle Bucket is proud to provide top quality cleaning services to both residential and commercial clients. We're not just cleaning spaces. We're creating cleaner, healthier, and more comfortable environments for families and businesses alike. To all chamber members, if you or someone who could benefit from our services, they say I can promote for free, so I'm taking this opportunity. You can go to www.gentlebucket.com or check out our Facebook page. Again, thank you so much to Neepawa Chamber of Commerce, Town of Neepawa, the sponsors, this amazing community for your support. Together, we can continue to foster innovation and growth, and we're excited to be part of this journey with all of you. Thank you.
That's awesome. And just before we get Amanda back up here, I'm going to do one draw. This is the big one, but there's another one at the end. Just before people sneak up. Get your little ticket out. First of all, before I pick it, did anybody not get a ticket that needs one? Allie has tickets. If you didn't get one, you need one. All right, here we go. And the winning coupon is 069071. Oh, awesome! Congratulations! Will you win this wonderful, amazing sponsored gift basket from Taylor Law Patterson?
Thank you so much. Davelyn, you're an amazing speaker. Fantastic job. It's always incredible to see new businesses come up in Neepawa. There was a time where there was lots of empty storefronts, and we are really booming. There is so much opportunity out there in our community to start innovative new businesses, whether that's from your home or as a side gig or cooperating together to solve problems like, hey, let's support other moms out there. Like, what a great idea that is to take and expand on. So congratulations to you guys. I wish you all the success in your business endeavors here in Neepawa. So yeah, and it's such a great thing to do is to support those who support ourselves, right? And being chamber members is about that and supporting each other. And speaking of support, here are some of our other sponsors. Again, thank you so much to our gold sponsors, Nippon Gladstone Co-op and High Life. We much appreciate you and doing that. And then we are going to get into our AGM. So I am going to call up President Pam Miller and Vice President Ellie Tremka.
All right, good evening, everybody. We are going to get into the first part of the formal proceedings right now. So I will call the meeting to order at 8:20. The agenda has been distributed as part of the 10 cards that are at your table and is also on the screen. If I can get somebody to please make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented. Marilyn? And second? Christine? Any amendments needed? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, that's carried. Approval of the 2023 Chamber AGM minutes. They have been distributed electronically and they're also on your tables. And that was from January 29th of 2024. Can I get a motion to accept those as circulated? Allie, second. Pam Brown. Any amendments or discussion required? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried. All right, we will move on to the President's report. Actually, before I do that, Jennifer, thank you. For all that you do all year, all that you do to coordinate us here, and I mean, come on. I just have to read. I appreciate you. And Amanda, thank you for being up here to MC us and keep us going. So yeah, we kicked off the 2024 year with the 124th annual AGM in partnership with Neepawa Tourism. We presented It's Time Fashion and Gifts with the 2023 Business of the Year Award, and we welcomed guest speaker Chuck Davidson from the Manitoba Chamber of Commerce. He shared about being the voice of business and promoting Manitoba as a place to work, live, and play, and encouraged the next generation to remain in the province. In February, we thanked Stride Credit Union for hosting a Business After 5 event. It was a great turnout despite the impending weather. There's a resounding theme about weather in 2024. It was a great opportunity to network and meet other chamber members and see what is new at Stride. With fair planning in full swing and committees meeting, March was a full month as well. We had our first planning meeting with Manitoba Chamber of Commerce to discuss their fall economic development tour. In April, due to a late March storm, a rescheduled Business After 5 was held. It was a new concept with 5 businesses joining up to share the great rental space at Breaker 16 Equipment Rentals. Thanks to Westman Communications Business Solutions, Westova Credit Union, Beautiful Plains Community Foundation, Neepawa and Area Immigrant Settlement Services for showcasing all that you do. May brought us into a very busy month and the Chamber feature event of the year. With the help of our fair committee and new green team summer student Hannah Funk, we held a fantastic event despite some unseasonably snowy weather. With the returning Midway Company, select shows providing rides, amusements, fun, and food selections for all to enjoy. Despite the challenges in finding volunteers and weather, the feedback from the community was that it was a great event and it remained our biggest one of the year. May also included a well-attended business after 5 at the new garden center at Neepawa Gladstone Co-op, and we enjoyed a pleasant evening with flowers and refreshments, and really comfortable seating. Through the summer months, we celebrated our local restaurants through our 4th annual restaurant showcase. With increased prizes and participation by a featured sponsor, Westman Communications Group, this event was a huge success. 10 chamber members participated, including restaurants, bakeries, and food trucks. We also had the pleasure of hosting Michaela Maramera, a summer college intern, for a few weeks of practical training and mentorship. September 2024 saw an opportunity for Taylor Law Patterson's LLP to host a Business After 5 event with much talked about menu from a local Filipino theater. September also saw the Manitoba Chamber's Economic Development Tour. A bus with government officials, researchers, business owners, and developers came from Winnipeg to tour several area businesses and see what our growing community can offer, proving that partnering with MCC and the Chamber Network is moving Manitoba forward, and Neepawa is part of the focus of economic development in our province. October saw a new event formed, a morning coffee mixer networking event. Chamber offices opened at 8 a.m. for a chance to enjoy coffee and treats sponsored by Neepawa Co-op. Members were able to network with our Chamber's plan group insurance provider Stuart Olmsted and local MLA Jody Byron. It was a great way to kick off Small Business Week. October also featured the What's the Big Idea event, a great small business pitch opportunity. The Chamber awarded the prize and membership to winners the Gentle Bucket Cleaning Services. Congratulations. The holiday season began in earnest in November with plans for the annual Chamber Parade of Lights. Thank you to Kinley Thompson, CPA Inc., for once again hosting a free movie at the Roxy Theatre. Santa paid a visit and provided candy bags to the kids, thanks to NACI's Life Skills class for packaging these up. We also joined McLaughlin GM with a Fill the Truck campaign, and several Chamber members jumped on board to donate food and toys to those in need. The Neepawa Town Council also invited Chamber members to a special meeting in November to ask questions and meet the council members. That was a really informative event. We appreciated that. In December, Jennifer Weeb represented the Neepawa Chamber and our community at Chamber Advocacy Day at the Manitoba Legislature. Neepawa was the focus of the conversation, including our continued population and community growth, the new hospital, and our newcomer support. We really look forward to the year ahead and hope you will consider joining the Chamber Board or Committee to enhance our program through fundraising initiatives and volunteering at our activities in the community. We also hope to continue the networking coffee mixers, with the first one coming up on February 5th at 8 a.m., featuring our Neepawa Fire Chief, Eve Gillis, at the Chamber office. We'll also be holding our new Women in Business event on April 4th, 2025. Stay tuned to our social media for more information. Please reach out to myself, Ali, Jennifer, or any of our other board members if you're interested in getting involved. Thank you for joining us this evening and for your continued support and partnership in 2025. And now, for the financial report, I'm going to call up Ali.
Should I sing while we wait? So you do have the statement of financial positions on your tables as well as it coming up on the screen right away.
It's coming. I'll get here.
So first, in review of the 2024 financials, at the top you will see our cash and cash equivalents of the operating account and the $5,000 of seed money from the town of Neepawa. Beneath that, in the total cash and cash equivalents, we have prepaid expenses of 211 of 2025 expenses that were paid before December 31st, 2024. And our total assets coming in at 14,765. In the liabilities chamber bucks, this is a new line item this year where we begin to track the outstanding chamber bucks. In the opening balance equity of 10,125, January 1st, 2024 adjustment to set up the chamber bucks liability, and the surplus deficit for the year we will discuss further on in the statement. Do you have the next slide now?
Yep.
Oh, that's perfect. In the income, we have our four main sources of income: fees and revenue from members, government funding, this is for our green team position, incidentals and reimbursements, group insurance, tourism, admin, cost share, and used to include the chamber bucks, and then sponsorships and other events, which includes fair, parade, AGM tickets, and the weather had a significant impact on revenue from the fair. If you remember, we had a beautiful snowstorm on May 24th of last year that had basically no income to the fair. In admin and overhead, we spent less than budgeted because we budgeted for a new computer, which we did not end up purchasing in 2024. And our surplus deficit is largely a result of not having a profitable fair as we have in prior years. So I would like to make a motion to adopt the 2024 financials. Sorry, you'll have to say your name. Ian Thompson. And someone a second? Did you get those, Amanda? Perfect, thank you. All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. And then on to our 2025 budget. Again, having income of fees and revenue from members. Government funding will be the green team again, plus a new application to the town. Incidentals and reimbursements of the group insurance and Neepawa tourism admin cost share. Sponsorship and other event revenue, we have tickets from the AGM sponsorship. This year we did a new format for sponsorships where instead of asking for sponsorships every time an event comes up, we had an opportunity to just sponsor once for the whole year, so we've already had some income come from that. And then the fair income, this is where we plugged the balance to, or plugged the budget to create a balance. So hopefully this year we'll have a sunny, hot 30-degree May, and everyone will come to the fair. So total income budgeted is $55,855. In expenses, we have a new occupancy cost line for this year is paying a rent fee to the courthouse of $220 a month. Office equipment, we're still budgeting for that new computer for Jennifer. And then close to the bottom, we have community projects, which is where we plugged in the Small Business Week and Women in Business events. And budgeting for profit and expense of $55,855. Any questions? I will bring him back then.
Get somebody to make a motion.
Oh, motion to accept? Tracy? And Ken, second? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you.
Thanks, Ellen. It was a treat not to do that this year.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I will now get Yvonne Sicily to come up so that she can swear in our board of directors. And as far as returning board of directors, we've got myself, Pam Miller, Marilyn Crew, Jordan Lahowie, who's unable to be with us this evening, Ali Petrebka, Sarah Fast, who will be sworn in later, Matthew Beach, who wasn't able to make it. Lisa Adams is not able to make it either. And Christine Loomis, I believe, or a substitute.
What?
And if there are any other, what's that? Are there any other interested parties that would like to join us? We're happy to have more. I have to make a second call for nominations from the floor. And a third call for nominations from the floor. Okay, I will declare nominations closed, and if the members can come up and be sworn in, please.
Okay, so please repeat after me. I swear that I will faithfully and truly perform my duty
I swear that I will faithfully and truly perform my duty
as a director of the Neepawa District Chamber of Commerce,
as a director of the Neepawa District Chamber of Commerce,
and that I will promote the objects for which the said chamber
and that I will promote the objects for which the said chamber
was constituted according to the true intent and meaning of the same.
was constituted according to the true intent and meaning of the same.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Just a reminder that anyone is always welcome to join the board throughout the year, but can also get involved in special groups and committees, so please don't hesitate to reach out to Jennifer if you're interested. I believe I will call for an adjournment. I need a motion to adjourn. Please. Amanda. Second. Tracy. Good. All right, meeting is adjourned at 8:40. And now I'm going to call up Pat Brown. You got it.
Hello, everyone. So I would like to call together the tourism part of the AGM at 8:40. So the same as for the chamber, when you make a motion, you can state your name for the minutes, please. Also, you received the agenda, financials, and last year's minutes in your email. There are also a few copies on the table. So, motion to approve the agenda.
Presentation of 2024 annual meeting minutes. A motion to approve the meeting minutes. And second,
John.
John. All in favor? Carried. Now, I will do our board chair's report for 2024. Okay, bear with me, folks. 2024 was another successful year for Neepawa tourism. As you will hear throughout this report, partnerships are important to us and our work in the community. Thank you to our partners. We can't do this without each of you. Neepawa Tourism's partnership with Neepawa Chamber is so important to our success. The Chamber collects our annual tourism membership fees, promotes tourism events such as training, and we partner together to hire a green team student for the summer. In September, Neepawa Tourism sponsored a coffee break for a Neepawa Economic Development Tour hosted by Manitoba Chamber of Commerce. Neepawa Tourism partnered with Tourism Manitoba to do the ultimate Neepawa giveaway for a weekend in Neepawa. A couple from Winnipeg won the prize. They had never been to Neepawa before and gave us positive feedback. Tourism Manitoba provided statistics that showed that Neepawa's giveaway did very well, getting better engagements than comparable giveaways in Winnipeg. The mural project continued in 2024 with placements at Riverbend Park and Dairy Queen. It's hard to believe that this will be our fifth set of murals, and these will be placed at Taylor Law Patterson Office and Beautiful Plains Museum. Tourism plans to create a mural walking tour once they are complete. The tour will be available on our website. Last winter we promoted a Trove of Treasures antique market. We were unable to get enough vendors. The same was true for the Riverbend Makers Market. However, tourism supported the Arts Forward craft event with live music and merchandise to sell. Tourism hosted training in May in partnership with the Manitoba Tourism Education Council. The topics were managing mental health and staff retention. Watch for more free training to come in May. We supported the Neepawa Spring Fever Bike Races at the High Life Back 40 in June. Tourism, together with the town of Neepawa, provided the race prizes, and we sold merchandise at that event. We look forward to working with the town on other race events. Our partnership with Jody Baker Photography included a QR code to the tourism website on mugs, bookmarks, and calendars. The local initiative program grant from Community Futures Westman allowed us to add tourism signage to the 2 viewing towers installed by the town of Neepawa. These Neepawa signs will be visible on photos taken from the top of the towers. We included the hashtag Towering Over Neepawa to encourage the sharing of photos. We are aware that vandals damaged the Neepawa signs at Park Lake, but we have already ordered replacements. We launched the historical walking tour on our website. Please take a moment to review the trail and other items on our website. Also, we host a community calendar on the site. You can add all of your events, barbecues, and fundraisers there. In October, we hosted Lyanna Smith from Killarney to speak about the Killarney Music Festival. Community organizations were invited to attend and hear about how Lyanna brought together local groups to host a $300,000 event in Killarney. Lyanna was very inspiring, and we plan to meet in February to discuss how this may apply to Neepawa and what kind of event we could host, not necessarily a music event. If you are interested in joining the meeting in February, send an email to Marilyn and let her know. This year, our board received a boost in volunteers with 3 new members. Thank you to all the board, your time, your efforts, and your ideas that help make Neepawa Tourism an impactful organization that showcases our town in so many ways. We would also like to thank Barb Bone for all her years on the tourism board and her work as chair on the training committee. As I understand, she was one of the original members that helped Neepawa Tourism get started. If you're interested in being a part of this board, we will be providing nominations from the floor in a few minutes. Stay tuned as we have more plans for 2025. Okay, I'll ask Marilyn to come up and present the financial report.
Thanks, Pam. So I'll make this quick because I'm the difference between you leaving and not leaving quite so early. So Neepawa Tourism is in a good financial position. There's a few changes just in how the budget appears. Our antiques market that we've tried for a couple of years is no longer continuing, so we're just changing that budget line to appear as projects instead. So that will include expenses such as Travel Manitoba projects, our mural program, partnerships like what we have with Jody Baker Photography. It'll just make our statement look more clear. So in 2024, our makers market did not show typical income. We had planned another 2-day market and didn't get the vendors that we needed to host a market. So we partnered with Raft, which is happening on the same weekend, and provided live music there in lieu of a market. So that's reflected in our income. One other anomaly is there's a $3,000 grant there. So Community Futures had a program this year that allowed us, the local initiatives program, and that allowed us to do the signage on the towers. So that's that $3,000. In expenses, you will see that our expenses in 2024, first line is $81, and we're budgeting $5,000, but that reflects the change in how we're showing our projects. All that stuff used to just get stuffed in admin, and we're not doing that anymore. We've changed the expenses and projected income for the Makers Market this year. We're going to try a 1-day event in July and see how that goes. What else? You will also see that the admin budget is down significantly, and that's once again because we're splitting out those costs. So 2024 actual income was $22,400. Total expenses, almost $19,000, left us with a net profit for the year. And we're projecting another profit for 2025. And also with your financial statements was a bank rec. So, any questions about the financial statements? So I'll make a motion to accept these financial statements as presented. Can I get a seconder, please? John? Thank you. Sorry, Dan, back to you.
We're at the point in our program where we're going to look for appointment directors. Call for nominations from the floor. Anybody who's interested in being part of our team? Second call for nominations. Third call. Okay. Declare the nominations closed. Again, just like chamber. If anyone is interested throughout the year of joining our team, you're more than welcome. So our present list of directors is myself, Pam Brown, Darren Cameron, Jeff Descender, Jacqueline Farrow, Gary Ford, Jazz Wolgamuth, Darren Wolgamuth, and Marilyn Kirk. Sorry, did I miss? Adjourn our party meeting at 8:50. Motion? Do I have?
Sure, I'll.
Sorry, thank you. Second?
Great, sorry.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Pam. Thank you so much to both boards of directors for the Chamber and for tourism. It is so important to have organizations like this in our community because a lot of things in our community don't get done without a body of people who have ideas and put time and effort into them. Tourism is a billion-dollar industry and can bring that to your business. Being involved in what the Chamber and tourism does in our community benefits your business. And so if you can find time to help with a project or volunteer some time or sponsorship money or all of those things, time is a precious commodity and is much appreciated. It can't just be the backs of a core group of people. They do need fresh ideas and fresh energy and those sorts of things. So if you have, it doesn't have to be you as a business owner. Maybe there are some really great ideas and people that you employ that would be a terrific fit with these organizations. Please encourage them to come out and help, for sure. It does make our community a better place to be. It feels more vibrant. All the things that happen. I know I've appreciated lots of the tourism. I've closed down our shop and taken all of our employees to lots of the MIT training sessions, free personal development. Honestly, that is worth your $50 of a membership right there. Investing in your employees to get them better. If you don't think that tourism doesn't affect you on a day-to-day basis, just think of customer service. Every single person that walks into your business is going to ask you about where's the best place to eat, what else is there to do in town, where can I find this? If your front line does not know the answers to that, the experience that person has had in our community has diminished. So each and every single person is a frontline worker and really needs to be involved in what's going on in the community, what's happening, where the great places are. Take time to even tour and be a tourist in your own community. Go out and see what's happening at the Back 40 or at Riverbend or at Park Lake, all of those things. Take the historic walking trail just so you know and experience that so you can give your own opinion when somebody asks you, hey, what is there to do in Neepawa? You might learn a few things. So thank you very much for all that you're doing to promote our community, and really honestly, anytime, I've had a huge pleasure of being the past national president of King Canada and did a lot of traveling this past year, and in that was an ambassador for Neepawa, right? So where are you from? And I've heard of that, or I love Manitoba. Where about? And I got to brag upon us. And so I hope that you as well, anytime that you are outside of our community, are also an ambassador for the community. Speaking of ambassadors for our community, I don't know where the clicker went. Somebody's got that in their pocket. But that's okay.
Oh, the clicker.
I have no idea where that ended up. That's okay. We were just going to thank our sponsors again, our silver sponsors, Stride Credit Union, Taylor Law, Patterson LLP, the Neepawa Banner and Press, Beautiful Plains Community Foundation, the Legion, the RM of Rosedale, and Myers Morris Penny. Thank you so much. Again, High Life and the Neepawa Gladstone Co-op as our gold sponsors as well. Thank you so much for all that you put in and your time and everything else. I see Bill's taken off, but thank you to Bill. If you have, actually Community Futures is a great resource to have in our community, and as always, if you are not sure where to even advance your business, have a conversation with our local economic development officer. Marilyn will put you in the right direction and connect you with great resources like Community Futures for sure. Thank you again to the Chamber for everything else. Jen, you have one more draw, I believe, and then we go.
Yes, I do. Also, take home your pens, take home your Tic Tacs, take home these cards. Our next event, February 5th, is morning coffee. I'd love to see you there. The last one, Allie brought amazing treats from Co-op, I think. Did they bake them in that bakery?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there was like croissants, muffins, it was really, really good. So if you want to come by and have breakfast before you go to work, come by. Right in the old courthouse, that's where I am. April 16th is our next business after hours. It's going to be at 6 p.m. because we've heard from chamber members that they want to try a different time. 6 p.m. It's going to be at Measer Group. So watch your emails. If you're not getting your emails, check your junk box or tell me your new email address. And now, if you reach underneath your seat, you might feel something under there. It should be right at the front. And if somebody finds it, pull it out, wave it up in the air so everybody else knows what they're looking for. Oh, okay, Karen's found something back there. It should be blue. It should be a Chamber of Commerce pen. If you have one of those pens taped under your table, you can take one of these flower baskets.
Yeah, but that means they know what's sitting there.
Yes. So, congratulations on all the people that won a flower basket. You can pick anyone from any spot that you like. And reach out to Tricia if you want some beautiful flowers for your next event. And that's it. Okay, that's it. What a tight ship. Look at that. Thank you.